Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, I'm so shocked that I went live. There we are. Hello. Thank you for joining in. This is Dory with Prairie Scraps, and we are here live on YouTube. Yay, we got the computer going. Woohoo. Give me a minute here, and I will get going on Facebook as well. Holy cow. I was not expecting that. So welcome, welcome. If you are new to my channel, make sure that you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate you being here. I am a small business. I love to just make pretty things out of sometimes trash things, sometimes things I find inexpensively and purchase. So I would love it if you could share this out for me. Say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Sorry here. I'm just getting set up here on the other one. So if you're coming on in, say hello. Gonna give this a try over on YouTube or Facebook. Facebook. I'm starting to get them all mixed up now. I apologize. Just getting set up here. So go ahead, say hello. Tell me, do you like to craft? Today is a crafting day. I do a DIY. It shouldn't be too long once I get set up here. So I apologize if this is taking so long. Get my voice enhancements up here. It seems like actually it's kind of simpler to get set up nowadays on YouTube because or on Facebook, because they've taken everything away that they could possibly have helped us along doing lives. All right, here we go. All right, hello, I am Dory Jo Stoll with Prairie Scraps. I'm here on YouTube and Facebook today. I'm so excited. I was thinking I would only go on YouTube YouTube, because that was all that I have been able to get to launch lately. So hopefully we can hang on tight and do it in both places. But we are going to do some Farmhouse fresh strawberries decor today. I'm excited about this one. I've seen lots of great examples, some really cute ideas with this transfer. And I actually found something to kind of coordinate with it. So I'll show you what I've got. I've got this fence sign. And I got this, I think it was at Walmart. It's a create your own kind of Walmart decor item. Fence signs can be decorated with paint, stencils, felt, all the things. I think it came from Walmart. I'm not absolutely sure. In fact, I'm pretty sure it probably was like 50% off or on clearance at Walmart. So I picked it up thinking, oh, that looks cute. I could just do a sign. Kind of like, do you see what they did here on the picture? I figured, oh, I could do something like that. I've got all the stencils to do that. And then realized there's these big slats on this. And if you put a sign on, it's not going to look so smooth. So it's kind of misleading, this picture here. But when I saw this month's club transfer from Chalk Couture, I was like, this is the one, because it came with its own surface. This little, it's called the French corner plaque. I figured this actually is kind of like a coordinating, like this will look really cute right here in the middle, like this was a garden gate or something. And we've got a little fresh strawberry sign to go with it. So that is what I'm going to do today. This was kind of scratched up. You could see the marks on it. It was like the last one on the shelf. I think that's why it was kind of on the clearance rack. The other things you get with this. So this is the French corner plaque. So it's got little pieces, and I'll show you that in a minute. Comes with a B-size transfer that you can use fresh strawberries, 25 cents a pint, or it says you pick with the strawberries. Love, love, love that. I think I'm going to do I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. And then it comes with 3 paste packets as a club member. If you sign up, hello, Lisa, good to see you. If you're coming in, say hello so that I can see you, so I know you're here. Yay, I'm seeing all the things in all the places. So I'm really excited today. It is Thursday. I try to go live every Thursday between 2 and around 2 o'clock, 2-ish, on both YouTube and Facebook. I'm probably going to be phasing out the the Facebook part because they're getting rid of lives after 30 days. And so it's a lot of work to put on, a video. And, although I love to come and bring ideas, sometimes it's a little much. And like I said, my computer hasn't been working over on YouTube all that much. So unless we really get things honed down and fixed, it's probably going to be, for the most part, I'm going to try to put all of my lives for sure over on YouTube. So make sure you go over and subscribe to my channel there and hit that little notification button so that you know when I go live. But anyway, cherry comes with it, eucalyptus comes with it, and bright white comes with this club. So if you want more information about the club this month, this club project, go ahead and put club. So this shouldn't take too long, although I'm going to do a little bit of, I think, repairs on this sign that it says it's like Hampton Art is the company. So I could have possibly gotten this at a thrift store too. I don't know. I don't really remember, or maybe even Hobby Lobby. So let me put you both down so you can see better on here. Sorry you don't get to see my face, but you do get to see all the mess I got here. All right. There we go. I got all kinds of chalks out here. Maybe a little bit much there. Okay. All right. So kind of weird angles, but it'll help you be able to see more what we're doing. So I'm taking this off, and I do want to make this kind of clean this up a little bit. I don't know. I think I'm going to use some bright white for this. Some of our chalk paste to clean this up. And let's see if I can. I was going through everything. I couldn't find cherry, which was the same one. I try to use, whenever I get these singles packets, I kind of just stash it with all my stuff that I sell and whatnot, and make it in kits and stuff like that. So I usually save those for that reason. And then just use my paste jars because, once you have a jar open, it's starting to age immediately, right? Because they're going to have a shelf life, although you can use them for quite a long time. Anyway, I was kind of going through things and I'm like, I have 3 bright whites open, I think. And that's because I got a new one to, I don't know, maybe I've even got more. Oh, look, I've got a 4th one. 5. No, that's vanilla. That's vanilla. So we're good. All right. So I've got like 4 bright whites open right now because I took some with me to my last craft. And this one, I just use the bits when I want to do watercolor painting. I might see what bits I can get to go on to this fence. And the reason I'm going to paint it, I wouldn't normally paint this. I would just use it like it is. If you know me at all, you know that I do not like there's just enough like racks on it, marks on it, that I think I just want to clean it up and make it look nice and clean today. I may come back and do a little bit of antiquing or whatever, make it look old and rustic, but we'll see. I kind of like the idea of having a nice, fresh, clean surface in the background. It's really not going to be the focal point, but right at this point, it really just looks like it's been in the store on the shelf too long. So we don't want it to look like that when we put this all together. So I'm just going to put a coat of paint on here and kind of try to cover it up as best we can, all these marks. So I suppose I could have taken like some cleaner to it or something, but why do that when you have paint, I guess. I don't know. Who doesn't love a little paint? I'm not, it's not my favorite to do background painting. So anyway, not my favorite to do, doing all the surfaces before I get to do my sign. I just, let's get to the sign. It's more fun, right? But anyway, we're going to do what we can here to just kind of clean this surface up, like I said. And that one that's right there, it's going to take a couple coats, I think. So we'll have to kind of leave it alone for a hot minute here. See if we can't get this. It's kind of thick here in the bottom. Sometimes the paste gets thick and a little dried up and crunchy down at the bottom. So I just always add a little bit of water to it to reactivate it. If you ever have paste completely dry up on you, that's all you need to do is just go ahead and add a little water, and mix it up and let it sit overnight. Sometimes that, the more you leave it sit, the more it absorbs the water. So then it reactivates it that way. So it's a good way to just keep your old paste. Don't throw it out. If it dries up, don't fear. It's not done. It's just going to take a little bit of work to reactivate it and get it going again. But No, don't waste it. Don't waste it and throw it away. So you just see it's just not a great paint job on this to begin with, because there's a couple places like where I'm painting and it's coming out. So in your decor, tell me, do you like to have strawberries? If you do, put a little strawberry down there, right strawberry, whichever one. Do you like to have strawberries in your decor? You know how like some people do the lemons in their decor? I guess strawberries is another thing. I think they're cute. I love them in the spring because it makes me feel like spring is coming. I definitely love strawberry season. I used to live in Wisconsin. We had strawberry fields just outside of town, and you could go pick your own strawberries. Loved it. Such a fun activity for little kids, grandkids, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to miss that. We don't have that around here out west, so it's not a thing. Trying to get, I don't know what happened here, but it's pretty wrecked up here. Oops. Got last month's club sitting here. I hope you're safe and sound in your area. If you are near, I guess there's been some storms going on. I hope everybody's safe and not having the storms, no tornadoes hitting you, that kind of thing. I hope everybody's safe and well and not losing their property, no loss of property. Although loss of property is better than loss of body, I guess. Person. Just trying to get a consistent, it's pretty close match to what's on here. So there's not like, if you miss a spot, it's okay. But I do want to just have a nice clean coat on here. So I got a piece of hair there. I'm always losing my hair on my projects. I've got this one and this one are the ones that are just kind of showing through. So I may just set this aside, let this dry for a little bit, and we'll start working on our other sign. So you get to see our strawberry sign part of it. So there it is. I don't know if you can really see. It still needs another coat. It is still drying. We're going to let this dry for a hot minute, and we'll come back to that. Try not to smear it all over. Okay, so this is the new surface that came out for this month's club. I think it's really cute. And it comes with everything to put it together. There's these little background, like a little outline that's already in white. So we don't have to do that. That's going to match our sign. That's why I thought this would be a good one to put on there. You could use anything. We used to have the rectangle shapes. Those would work really nice on this little thing. If you've got something like this where you just want to put a sign in the front. You could also put a wreath on it, which would be really cute on that sign. So this comes in two pieces, this little white piece. It feels very fragile, so be careful. We're just going to set that aside. I don't need that painted. It's going to be white. And then it does come with little double-sided stickies. And if that didn't work well enough, use some glue, some stick-tight glue or some hot glue to just get that on there. But like I said, I don't know. I like either one, I guess. It's hard to decide. You really have plenty of options with this transfer. So our club is such an affordable thing to do. You get a whole, like some sort of surface. You basically get a whole project in the mail, which is fun as it is because it's not a bill. But I might do this U-pick part. I think I'm going to do the U-pick part with the arrow. But you get this 8.5 by 11 transfer. You get a new one every month that's exclusive to the club. You don't get to, just order it. And then you also get 2 or 3 paste or ink packets and then some sort of accessory that actually creates a whole project. So you could do this just with the sign and hang the sign up, put a little twine on it. And I may even use a piece of twine. But the first time you use the transfer, you do want to get it fuzzed up so that it doesn't stick too hard to your surface. So that's the first thing I'm doing here. And I think I'm going to actually, before I stick this to my surface, I might just go ahead and use a little bit of surface wax on it to seal the surface so that it doesn't, it's sitting right here on my table. Wherever my surface wax went to these days. I just love the surface wax. Just a little tiny dab will do you. You don't want to overdo it at all. It seals your wood surface. This shouldn't be too bad. Usually these are pretty much ready to go. But once in a while, I have a piece, whenever I do it, it will kind of leak underneath. And that's when I think I should have just waxed that. It would save me some time and effort. So that's what we're doing. We're starting with some wax here, and then we're going to use, I think that you pick part of it. Lots of options here. You could use this in all kinds of different things. I saw somebody made a t-shirt with this. And I don't know if you could see this on this transfer, but see there's like this, the strawberries and the flour, and then there's some little seeds to put on afterwards. So we're going to do this in 2 parts, actually. Okay, so you pick. And we kind of want you pick centered with the strawberries, both top and bottom. Thankfully, everything, so you could put this on a t-shirt or put it on like a reusable bag so you could take it to the market. Wouldn't that be cute to go to like the farmer's market and get your fruits and vegetables and have such a cute sign? So I'm just going to start out. I'm going to do this you pick side with the arrow, and I'm going to do this in bright white. Let's see if we can find some. That was my dried up kind. That was my painting kind. Already, I glanced at that picket fence sign. Ooh, that looks dried up. I don't know what happened here. I think maybe it's just pushed to one side, maybe. I don't know. Nope, it was kind of laying on its side, I think, somewhere. It's pretty dry. So we're going to add, do you see how thick that is? It's sort of like meringue. It's ready for meringue. You want it to be like yogurt consistency. So we're going to add some water, distilled water, or I tend to use purified. It's okay. Distilled is better. So if you're thinking about adding, and we're just going to mix this in and try to see if we can get a little bit looser consistency than what we've got right now. Kind of grab this up. What happens is once you open up the, oop, that was messy. Get this out of here so we don't wreck our project. What happens is once you open up your jar of paste, you know, the clock is sort of ticking on how long it'll stay nice at the right consistency, because the air inside the jar is going to start drying it up little by little. It doesn't happen overnight, but, you know, I chalk a lot. And like I said, at this point, apparently I have like 4 bright whites open. So it's not, I'm not doing good wise opening. So we're just going to get this mixed up a little bit. If you were using the singles packet, it's totally fine. What you want to do is mix that up a little bit before you open it up. And I usually just open it right from the corner and go that way, use it that way. You can see it's just sort of lumpy here on the side. So I'm trying to get those drier bits down into it. And a good way to keep your paste nice and moist is just to kind of go through them, mix, you know, as you're closing them up, make sure that you're cleaning up those side edges. I don't always do that. I'm kind of naughty that way. Kind of naughty. Hi, Vicky. Good to see you. Thanks for popping on in. I got up in both places. So if you ever can't find me, Mondays and Thursdays, I do go live and try to bring you all kinds of new ideas. Today is like, this is the April club project. So if you haven't gotten your April project yet, this is kind of a look-see of what it is. But, oh, and what I didn't tell you was this month, if you join my club, you will get 5 free transfers for joining the club. It's, what is it called? I don't know. I can't remember what they called it. They called it some fancy word. But anyway, trust me, I'm excited. It's like 5 transfers that you'll get. I think they're, if I saw right, they are club transfers. You get them for just signing up this month. Plus, you'll get a mini squeegee too if you're just signing up for club. If you are already a club member, all you have to do is place an order of like, I think it's $50 or more, and you will get, I think that's going to work. All right. You will get it in the mail. You will get the 5 as well. So even current ones will get. That's what I love about chalk. Didn't do it yet. I'm So I know, me too. I'm feeling like I don't have enough days. And this is spring break for us, so it feels a little discombobulated. I have to tell you though, like, oh my gosh, I am ready for a nap because my 18-year-old, she's going to be graduating this year, and we're trying to get all that stuff done, get all the scholarship stuff in. That's been kind of a busy season of our lives. So it's spring break and she and I are home alone. So we were like, okay, this week we've got a few things. She's got one scholarship she's working on. And then she had an appointment to set up her classes for college this morning. And after about an hour and a half of, doing the advisor session on Zoom, I'm exhausted. This is exhausting, sending kids off to college. I'm telling you that. Just exhausting. It's stressful, exhausting. It's not like physically exhausting, but it is stressful to like send off a child to college. I don't highly recommend it. Okay, I'm going to peel this really quick because I don't want it to dry up here. I'm going to peel to reveal, but I still have the strawberries to make over here. And like I said, this is kind of a little bit on the dry side still, but it's doing pretty good, Oh my gosh, look at the detail of that. Isn't that cute? Love all the detail in our transfers. Like you cannot do that with a stencil that doesn't stay in place, right? This is a sticky back stencil. It's going to stay in place. I just kind of keep the backing behind it. Let me get the paste off my fingers before I paste everything. And then, this one, this bright white is very thick. So I'm going to go ahead and just get it kind of closed up here. But I'm going to spritz some water on it before I do that, because that will just kind of work overnight for me. And the next time I come to use this bright white, it should be just a little bit better. So a little bit better. That will improve it. I could definitely use to go through with a wipe too and clean that up. So we're going to clean this. Click here. What is that? Victoria, what does that mean? What does that click here? I don't know what that is. I don't want to. What is that? Please don't put any sort of links. If you have questions, I will come back and answer all your questions on both YouTube and Facebook. So feel free, if you have questions, to please ask them. And if I'm not getting to them or I don't see them here, don't worry about it. I'll come back this afternoon or this evening and make sure I get back with you. Oh, okay, good. Maybe could you just go ahead and delete it? Because the only option I have is to like ban or suspend you, and I don't want to do that. So if you could just go and hit that, maybe try to delete it for me. That would help me greatly. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, I wonder what color that is. That a green there? I don't know. Is that a flower? I'm trying to decide. I don't know. All right. It looks like it goes there though. So now I'm going to use that tool, and cherry was the color. I have a feeling my cherry, I was afraid of this. My cherry is pretty much dried up, so we're not going to be using that. I do have one that's very similar to color, or maybe I'll just open up a paste packet, because I'm not sure I even have. I might just open up a paste packet and use that and show you how I like to use paste packets. How does that sound? I do have one that's very close to cherry Napa, but it is a little more purple-ish. You could also use candy apple red, but I think we're just going to put this out just to see how this works. All right, we're going to use the packet that came with the kit. And first, like I said, what you want to do is mix it up really good, and then kind of push all of the paste to one side so you can open it up. And instead of like, there is a little tear thing, I'm just going to cut the corner off so that I can know where it's going to come from, know where the paste is going to come from. And then what I like to do is actually either put it down on my transfer like this. I'll put it right directly on there, or right on my squeegee. I kind of prefer the squeegee option. And that makes it so that I can control how much I use. And then when I'm done, I just let that top area sort of heal up, so to speak. It'll just dry up where I have it opened, and that'll be the only part I actually lose. So I'm using this tool just like a paintbrush. I'm sorry if I'm kind of blocking so you can't see. I'm using it just like a paintbrush and trying to just direct the paste in the area that I want. It's kind of a small area. You could tape it off if you thought that you weren't going to do so well, or if it really would bother you to be outside the lines. I'm not a fan of taping just because it takes time. I'm a sloppy, fast, messy crafter. It's just who I am. So, but you could do it, if you need to do it by taping it off, that's fine too. I definitely have taped off certain projects where I really wanted it to be absolutely, dead on. I'm trying to decide if that's a flower or is that the greens? I think it's is it greens? I don't know what that thing is. I need a picture. The other thing you do get with your every month, the company itself puts out a video, and I always try to do at least one video, if not multiple videos, on ideas on how to use a transfer, because these transfers, you can use these up to 12 times, and I'm telling you, it's well worth it because it's totally reusable. So after we're done here, I'll take it in the house and rinse it underwater with a board eraser and just kind of get the transfer clean that way. So that's all I have to do to get that area. I don't know. That looks to me like the green top. So I'm trying to decide what that's for. I might just do it green. And there's sort of like some spaces where it's, can you see that? Isn't that nice? Get this over this way a little bit more. Isn't that nice? The detail is just beautiful. There we go. But wait, there's more. Get those green on there now. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just leave this. You can bend it over if you're worried about it popping out, but as you can see, if I touch it, it kind of comes out more. This will just kind of put a seal on there where it dries, and when I go to use it, oh, click to clock. Is that letting you? Okay. All right, I'll see if I can delete it later because all I'm getting is like, I don't want to ban you or anything like that for it. I believe it was a mistake, so I was just going to remove it because I don't know what that was. Yeah, I've never seen that before. So you're trying out new things today, Victoria. All right, so the other color we have, oh, UPS. The other color we have here today is, nothing ever happens in my life all day long. And then I get live. It's sort of like when you try to talk on the phone, like nobody calls you, nobody does anything. And all of a sudden, like the dog barks and wants out and the kids want your immediate attention. This too is also very, I don't know, it's even got moisture in there. It's not working. It's not doing its job. This is a shimmer. I'm going to use the packet of eucalyptus as well. The UPS guy is coming. All the things happen when you get on the phone or when you get live. For me, it's when I go live, then everything happens. That's when my husband tries to call, and then he'll get, because he works just down the road. And then he'll get anxious because I'm not answering him, and he'll call the kids. And do your husbands do that? Like when they can't get a hold of you, they start calling everybody around you. Oh, what's he going to do when we don't have kids at home anymore? That's what I want to know. Okay, so I'm going to use the eucalyptus that came with a packet as well. So the only jar I got to use today. I think I need to probably get some eucalyptus. My eucalyptus is a shimmer, and it's been a hot minute since, I'm just using the same technique. I just squeeze that. And I think I'm just going to do this whole thing in the eucalyptus. I'm going to pretend it's just like part of the greens or something. We'll just do that. But I'm also going to just try to paint. Whoops, I just lifted my transfer. The biggest thing with the transfer is you don't want to have any little bubbles underneath it. You want to make sure that you get the bubbles out. I'm trying not to go over in my red area, but it might happen. Get that off. I'm just going to wipe it off a little bit where I got a little into the tip of it. There we go. I'm not great at small areas. I have carpal tunnel, and yeah, I've been doing a lot of practicing too. I'm a musician. I have a bachelor's degree in music therapy, and I teach lessons from my home, and then I have been playing in a local community band and orchestra. In band, I've been playing lead trumpet, and we've got a concert coming up, so that is working my lips a lot, working my chops for that. And then I've been playing the standing bass for orchestra because they needed a bass player. And so they had called me and asked if I would learn it. Sure. And then I've sort of replaced myself, but she's a senior with a high school student because she wanted to play bass. So I got her going on it and then kind of let her do it last year, but I'm doing it again. Anyway, so I've been going and playing in orchestra with bass with her this year because next year she's going to be in college. And so that will... I wonder, what color do you think my seeds should be? Should they be white? Oh my goodness. That is so cute. I'm not going to lie. That is pretty cute. I love that. What do you guys think? That is adorable. Even just like that. Do you think the seeds should be black or white? I'm kind of thinking white or green. Should I use the eucalyptus? Kind of want to stick with the colors. See, there's like the seeds are independent and they're evenly spaced. So all you have to do is lay it down. We're going to get this dry first, though, before we do the next step. So vote for me. Hopefully you're still here, Victoria. Help me out. Is it supposed to be white seeds or the eucalyptus color? Tell me that. This is so adorable. So I saw somebody use the whole entire transfer on a shirt, and it was so cute. They did everything but the strawberries in white. But I didn't really pay close attention to what color the seeds were. What color do you think I should make the seeds on the strawberries? I'm thinking white. All right, let's see how this... Oh. I thought it would be spaced right. It looks like it's not. Looks like you have to place it both times. Sometimes with these little add-ons have like the ability to like place it once and it fits on both places. I think I'm going to use white, you guys. Let's go back to our white. Hopefully it's not too runny because I did add a little water to it, but we're going to grab up in here and I think the white's going to be the color. We'll see. I didn't get any votes, so maybe I started losing. So hopefully, Victoria, I kind of know you, so I don't think you were doing that. Oh, that is cute. Cute. I don't know if the white is too bright. You could definitely do yours differently. Maybe you want the green ones. I don't know. What do y'all think? I actually kind of like strawberries the way they were. So this one you could see it's like shaped to go around the greens in a different way. We're going to put this down. And then we'll try to find a drier place of the white. That's what we're trying to look for because I did place water on top of it. I guess I didn't think about the seeds. So anyway, we're just sort of hanging out. So my daughter got all registered for college. It's very exciting. She gets to take a 101 for her major. She's going for graphic communications. I think it's going to be fun. And she was a little worried about like homework and stuff. School is not her forte, but she's very creative and crafty. I'd like to think she got that a little bit from me. So I'm kind of excited for her. I maybe want to take her degree. I don't know. And anyway, we got her into her classes, and she's also taking choir. She's been singing at the choir at the high school. So there we go. Nice and slow to peel it off when you have layers. If you're, there it is. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. So cute. Let me show you that. So much detail. Isn't that adorable? Love, love, love. Okay. I'm going to give this a chance. So this, I'm just going to take to the sink with regular water, and I'm going to use a board eraser, get that cleaned off, and we will use that again over and over. So stay tuned this month. I'll be showing you more ideas on how to do that. It'd be a really cute market bag, wouldn't it? Oh, I need that. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside and let this dry a little bit while we go back to our gate that we have, our little country. I don't know if it's country or French country. I don't know. We're going to use this. I did originally think when I got this that I wanted to put like a wreath on here, and every wreath I have tried has not been the right size. It looked overwhelming. So I'm pretty excited that this is what we're doing with this. So I got some paste all over my tools here. Put those away. Let's get another coat on these two areas that seem like they're a little. See if we can get enough white picked up out of this paste. I love using jars like all the way down to the bottom. And what I'll do is when they get kind of dry and crusty like this, I will keep adding water to it and use it. You can use it for watercolor and try to just kind of get these spots that are showing through. Since it's white, it's kind of just showing through. So really the only place that doesn't look right is the two places where we're not going to be hanging this sign. And you know what? We can make this little sign look like it's like hanging on a gate. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about this little project. I wish it would cover that. That is, I don't know what it is on there, but it's just pretty dark and not hiding it at all. Might have to get the dryer out and do a third coat. I might do this next one with a little thicker paste. I hope you haven't been hacked, Victoria, if you come back. So anyway, I'm really excited to be back on YouTube with the computer. Last time I tried to do it, it didn't work for me. So this keeps me on my toes, these electronics, technology. And for this project, you definitely do not need to have this background. I just thought these looked perfectly together, and it's going to accentuate the fact that this is a cutout. I think it's just going to be really beautiful way to showcase this month's club. So I'm wanting to put them together. The one thing about our club is that for me, every month, there are very few months. I would say out of the 12 months of the year, maybe there might be one transfer. I don't necessarily, it's not my favorite. Not that I hate it, but just not my favorite. Maybe once out of a year. And I've been a club member now for, I don't know, it's been a long time. Anyway, like 5 years, 6 years, I've been getting the club transfers. 6 years, probably. I only took a little bit of time off during COVID. So, but that was it. And like I said, to me, I love each and every one, and I want to hoard it, and I want to it's sort of like a collectible to me. So I don't even want to, whatever project I make, especially since the accessories have come out, I like really just want to make it for myself. I don't even want to pass it on, but you could certainly make these for wonderful gifts for people if you know somebody. Like I have a friend, I think her theme in her kitchen is strawberries. So I think some people like to decorate. Like strawberries aren't necessarily my idea of, I don't use strawberries in my kitchen, but it's kind of fun to change it out seasonally, your kitchen decor, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be huge, but this one I think is pretty cute. Got a little lump down here. I don't know why. Try to fill it in without making a big... There, I think we got that covered now. Ooh, so just those two, they had gotten like rubbed up in the store. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Thank you for coming on in and taking a look. All right. This just needs a little bit more drying up. These are water-based. So like I said, you just add water to kind of get it wet again if it's too... I usually add water when I'm painting, like the backgrounds, because I like it to go on smooth. I'd rather do a few extra coats of paint. And then if I was going to put this like outside or something, I would just go ahead and clear coat it with either permanent paste or permanent Rust-Oleum clear coat or gator hide. Gator hide is amazing. It makes everything look like it's professionally done. So, all right, this one we can kind of set aside here for a hot minute again, because we're going to assemble our little shape from this month's club. But like I said, whenever we have these special shapes, I always feel like, oh, this is being added to my collection. I don't want to share at all. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, these seem larger than this. So I think I'm going to clip them. See how small these are, but they're still too big for this project. So I'm going to see if I can clip it in half. And then try to peel and then put them on the back side of the... Try not to have all kinds of little pieces on my desk. So this is how this is going to look. Isn't that cute? So cute. And that white around there, it really does add to this piece, doesn't it? Just really adds to it. Makes it look so much more. Oh yeah, I could tell the difference now. The back side is now painted white, so you do not want to stick it on the white side at all. All right, so we're just gonna put for sure on the edge here. That worked to cut them in half. So you can just watch me and get all the ins and outs of how to use these. Because I was thinking, oh, those are too large. Right down here. It's kind of a weird shape. Just cutting them in half. And I'm doing it while they're still got their backings on them, because the backings are coming off nicely. So, so far, I haven't taken the second part off. It's coming off the sticker part pretty easily. So we're going to take this. Well, if my fingers will work. So anyway, I went into orchestra last week. Well, right the day before, they were like, do you think you would mind trying the piano part? Because they have not been able to get a piano player in this year for orchestra. I'm like, maybe, but I don't want to play piano for the whole thing, because also I get carpal tunnel pretty bad. So playing the piano. So anyway, well, I probably 2/3 of the way I am playing piano, I think. Fortunately, with the orchestra, I don't have to play both hands if I don't want to. The bass we're too heavy in the bass is basically what it is. The string bass is too heavy. We have a tuba player and sometimes a trombone player, a couple of French horn players, so it's bass heavy right now. So it helps to have the piano. All right, it seems like there's just enough to like put one on each of the long edges and then one on each end and on the corners. Hope that makes sense to you. All right, so we're going to start peeling these backings off now. That's always the hard part, right? I'm going to stick them on my... So anyway, now I'm back to practicing the piano. I thought I was off. Hi, Christy. Good to see you. Back to practicing the piano. Meanwhile, I'm talking to the admissions counselor. I'm like, yeah, this is my 4th one to enroll at this school. I think by the 5th one, I should maybe get that one for free is what I'm thinking. Because I've certainly I've had a lot of kids go, but they've all paid their own way. I can't complain, but college is expensive. There are parts of it that we pay for sure as parents. We pay for car insurance and we pay for phones and we help them out when we can. Do a lot of food deliveries. I try to send them packages at school so that they don't feel lonely. What do you guys do for your college students? Love to hear what everybody else does. I like to send packages. So having anyone go to college this year, you'll probably see some good ideas because that's what I like to do. I'm just going to gently set that on there in case I need to like move it. Oops. It didn't work out so well. And hopefully the school she's going to, they don't have like an overabundance of dorm rooms. So it's not always a guarantee to get into the dorms. I sure hope she does because I think it'll be fun for her to stay in the dorm. I think it'll be good social life for her, even though she's just going to be an hour 15 away from us. Where we go grocery shopping, that's where she's going to be going to school. So excited for her. Excited. Now we just got to get high school graduation done. Like we have a list of things that we were doing over spring break, doing the admissions. She's working on a scholarship. It's so labor intensive to do the scholarship stuff. Our school kind of offered scholarships. You kind of got them on the recommendation of your teachers. And like I knew I was getting an award. I had no idea for what because I didn't really apply for it. All right, so we're gonna stick this down where it is. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, love, love, love. Like I said, if it doesn't stick for you that way, some stick tape would be, a really good way to go, or some sort of very thin glue. You could use the hot glue gun if you were just very thin line of it. All right, so we got that. And like I said, let's bring our fence back here. And I'm trying to decide. I actually think it would look fine just to go ahead and tack it on there. But I was kind of thinking it would look cute if we took a piece of twine and did like a little bit of let's get some hot glue going as long as we're talking here about this. I think I'm going to put a little tie. You could poke a hole in these, but because of the thing around the outside, I don't want to poke any holes in it. So I'm going to just take a piece of twine across the back and use it as a little sign. And I think I'm just going to loop it up here on this to hang it from this. So it looks like, somebody hung a little you pick sign. Let's see how much we need here on this little fence. And I don't know, where would you hang something like this? Where would you hang it? What do you think? Where would be your thoughts? All right, we're just going to hot glue this on the... Oh, goodness, what was that? Sounds like we have like this big ditch you have to drive through at the stop sign, and it dips down. If you've got like low hanging trailers or anything like that, it just takes a dive. Makes a lot of noise. Come on, some hot glue. So you kind of get the idea. This is what I'm going to do is just kind of hang it over this so it has a loose hang. And I think going off to the side a little bit. What do you guys think? I'm excited about this. I think it really accentuates it being on this white background. I just love it. Love, love, love. This actually could put holes in it, but because we've got that extra border around there, I don't want to poke a hole in it and wreck it. And hot glue, I don't know if you've ever used hot glue. Oh shoot, I'm out of it. I'm gonna blue tape this temporarily because actually I've done this more than temporarily in the past. I'm going to use some blue tape because my hot glue gun is out of battery, unfortunately, and the battery's in the house, so it doesn't drain. In the weather, let's see. Let's use a little bit of this. Blue tape works for everything. I might just leave it. I could change it out then, right? Might just leave it. Okay. Unfortunately, that just didn't work out for the hot glue. Alrighty, so here we go. I should have just thought of that. It was taking too long to warm up my hot glue gun. It ran out of battery on itself. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just hang that over that. And I may have to get it more in the center, I may have to maybe pull a little more. Oh, actually, it kind of just like that. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Love, love, love. Love it. Okay, let's bring it up here so you can see. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? I just love that. I love it. So it's got a little tack. It's just kind of loosely hanging on there. So you could do whatever you want as far as that sign goes. If you want it straight, if you're a straight person. But I think it gives a little bit of extra character having it hang, a little bit off kilter like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? That blue tape is working pretty good. I'm excited. You could even tack it down if you needed to, but I just thought it would be super cute if you had some red ribbon, red with white polka dot ribbon to put on the sign. That would also be very cute. But just thought that was kind of my thought for what I would do for this particular club project. If you want more information, just let me know, and I am happy to help you out with it. And like I said, it's, I think it was five vibes or something like that it's called. But you will get 5 free transfers if you sign up for club this month. So you want to do it sooner than later. You don't want them to run out of those lovely transfers. You want to get the freebies for sure. So it only costs $21.99, just under $22 to be in the club, and that includes shipping. It's an amazing thing. So anyway, thanks so much for joining in. Let me know what you think about this. If you want any of the information, if you have questions, I will come back and answer them. I look forward to talking to you soon. I hope you have a very blessed evening, and make sure you keep on crafting.